Hey yo, welcome to Alt Life Yoga. I'm April and I have some really awesome news about what's going to be happening. I usually do my yoga to music, really huge audiophile. I get really into some good grooves. I've been really into doing practice to doom metal lately, which is really cool. It's not what you think. It's not like screamy, crazy, wild stuff. It's really neat, like I call it vibratory kind of stuff. It's like low and groovy. I really enjoy it, and apparently I'm not totally crazy to do that because other people think it's awesome. In fact, I do a doom metal yoga class here in Portland, Oregon, and if you're ever around, you should come check it out. Pretty freaking rad way to do yoga as far as I'm concerned. But I recently got some permission from some record companies and some bands to be able to use their music in my videos, and this is super neat. So this week, starting off with Cough from Relapse Records, huge shout out to those guys for starting to get involved. Really excited for what's in store. Probably won't every week do doom metal unless that's like a thing that takes off, but I like all kinds of music, or lots of kinds of music at least, so there might be a little bit of variation. If you have a band and you want me to use your stuff, or you know somebody who's really awesome and you want to like send them my way, like let's get together, that'd be amazing. I'm totally about sharing music and working together. Because really, like yoga is just this thing about moving and connecting with the body and breathing. And if we're doing it to some cool jam, sweet. Yeah, why not? Let's just get out there and do what makes us happy, right? Music definitely makes me happy. Moving really makes me happy. So I just want to focus on moving today and getting these awesome jams in too. One quick thing. I am talking a bit during this practice about taking the fingertips, and it's kind of like paintbrushing them along the ribs. And I do mean like spread your fingers out and like brush it, because the power of touch is a pretty darn neat thing. You might start to feel the back broadening in a few shapes from that place. So just another one of my weird little things, tips and tricks, things to try out. If it works, sweet. If it doesn't, oh well, whatever, move on, man. So, thanks for being here. Make sure that you subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think, what you like, what you didn't like, what you want to see in the future. Let's talk, let's connect. Really excited to hear from you, and also really excited to do yoga. All of the metal, all of the yoga. Woo! So we're going to start off laying on the belly. Go ahead and put one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead down. And if you're anything like me, you might have your shoulders hunched up when you get down here. So go ahead and relax into your upper arms. Maybe wiggle the hips around side to side just to feel some space in the low back. And do a couple of leg lifts. So keep the legs nice and long, nice and stretched out. And as you inhale, reach the right leg back so far that it starts to come up off of the ground. And then lower it down and inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale to lower. Keep going side to side. As you lift the leg, make sure the outer edge of the hip stays rolling down, so you're feeling that space in the low back. And then also making sure that you're not just pushing the leg upwards, that you're extending it back, finding length through the body, even hips down. And go one more time. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower, and then take the arms back behind you. We're going to get the upper body involved and do both legs at the same time. This is locust or Shalabhasana. Spread your arms out and then pull the fingertips back to your toes. The more you reach back, the more the heart's going to lift up and forward, and then engage the legs, rolling again the outer edges of the thighs down. Take a deep breath in, and then we'll start to flow this lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Deep breath in, nice and long. Deep breath out, soften down. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, come down. Bring the hands up underneath your shoulders and press back and up into downward facing dog. Go ahead and wiggle your hips out, wiggle the head, walking the heels. And then when you find some space, some stability, make sure that you're not falling into the arms by pushing down to the floor and wrapping your elbows back in the direction of your toes. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. And then walk your feet up about 1 footprint, so you have a little bit shorter of a stance, so you might bend into your knees a little bit more here. Put all of the energy in your hands now into your left hand without letting the elbow come out, and then reach your right arm towards the outside of your shin. You're going to pull up underneath your armpit. Hello. Give a little twist, kind of check yourself out. Try to keep your hips and feet even. And then on your exhale, replace the right hand at the front of your mat. And take the left hand underneath. You're going to keep twisting under, broadening through your right ribs. Try to keep the hips pulling up and back. Heels relax. And then look forward and bring your hands back to the front of the mat. Walk your feet back where they were. Keep the left heel released. Reach your right leg up. Look forward and make the space by lifting your belly. Take the right foot forward and lower the left knee down. You're going to take the hands up onto the thigh. And you're going to support the hip crease, the hip flexor by pushing down into the front foot. And start off by taking your hands behind your back. So spread your fingers out and bring them behind. And just take your fingertips and spread them across your back. You feel all of that space opening up. Continue up through the arms. Take a deep breath in. Push down the right foot up into fingers. And then as you exhale, take the hands down. Move back into the three-legged dog. Releasing the right heel up into the air. And then exhaling to drop it down. So keep the right heel relaxed. Stretch the left leg up. Breathe in. Look forward. Bend the knee a little bit to step the foot up and lower the right knee down. As you come up onto the thigh, push down into the foot so that the body is active. And then once again, take those fingertips and just feel this. Maybe there's a crunch, maybe there's a little bit of a dip. Feel the space open up as you spread your fingertips along the back. Take the arms open, elbows grabbing forward, pushing down and extending upwards. Exhale, plant the hands, curl the right toes. Three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So now come up high onto your heels. Really press into your feet. Make sure that your shoulders aren't punching up, that you're broad back there. And you're going to keep high up onto your toes. Start walking those toes forward as close as you can get towards your hands. You might come out to fingertips at some point, or maybe you can keep those palms pressing downwards. One more deep breath in, and then lower your feet. Maybe relax the knees, let your head bring down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, Utthita Vasisthasana. Exhale, hands at the heart, Namaste. We call this equal standing posture, just trying to find the evenness in our balance here. Let's move through some sun salutations. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step back to the top of your plank. Now make sure elbows keep pulling back. Open the chest forward, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling to stretch the right leg back. Look forward, step the foot up to the front of your mat. Left heel down, warrior one. Breathe in. Now push down into your front foot, pull the belly button back, find your lightning bolt lunge. And notice the fire that gets lit on the right thigh as it's pulling backwards. Inhale here. Keep the legs as they are. Take the fingertips down and then walk your fingertips about 8 inches over towards the left, but don't move your hips. Keep pushing down the right foot. Fingertips are just there for balance. All of the weight, all of the energies in the feet. Breathe in. Exhale back to the front. Come back to three-legged dog. Relax your left heel. Exhale, set the right foot down. Inhale, foot lifts up. Look forward. Left foot to the front. Right heel down. Breathe in. Warrior one. And then you're finding that lightning bolt pose, pushing the fingertips forward, the right pinky toe back, and the left foot down. Take up. Keeping the legs steady. Steady weight in that left foot. Walk your fingertips a little bit over towards the right. Try to relax your head down and keep the energy from the waist down. Relaxation from the waist up. Walk your hands back towards the front. Into warrior one. Right. Step back, release the left leg, and set it down, downward facing dog. Now this time, bend into your knees, broaden the back. So you're going to pick the back of your heart up so that there's a little bit of space. Start bending into the knees, take a little bit of a bounce. You can always just take some steps up. Maybe you can float the feet up towards the front. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. Stand all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back, breathe in, shoulders back. This time just take your right leg back and we're going to come into a twist. So keep pushing down in your left foot to steady this hip and take the left arm open. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping back to the top of your plank, move forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Sliding onto the tops of the toes, up dog. Curling the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Look forward, step the right foot up to the front of your mat. Push into the right foot, take the right arm, breathe in. Roll the shoulders behind, open up the heart. One more deep breath in. Exhaling, both hands come down. Step forward into a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come on down. Stand all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Extend upwards again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shoulders back, heart through. Take the hands down, step the left leg back. And one more time, twist. Right arm lifts, foot presses down, hands come down. Step back, top of your plank, move forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts back. Exhale, step it through. Down into the right hand, left foot. Breathe in, twist. Exhale, both hands come down. Step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Vasisthasana. Extend the hands. Exhale, hands at the heart. And inhale, reach the arms up. A little different this time. Exhale, fold on down. Inhale, halfway lift. You touch the fingertips, step your right leg all the way back, and then move your left foot just a little bit back. You're going to plant down through a strong right hand. Notice it's just in front of my shoulder, kind of the pinky toe edge of the right foot, and lift up through the hips and the left arm. Then keep pushing the floor away and lifting the hips up. Breathe in. Exhale, both hands down. Stretch back. Three-legged dog. You can move for a regular vinyasa. Maybe this time you take it in three-limbed vinyasa. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Roll the back, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, and then float up to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down, standing up, arms lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. The other side, breathe in. Breathe out, fold on down. Flat back, inhale. Plant the hands, step the left leg as far back as you can. Could be a couple steps, then move the right foot back a little bit. Pinky toe edge. Foot presses down, arms reach up, hips reach up. Broad open chest. And take the hands down, step back. Three-legged dog. Could go two legs or one leg through that vinyasa. Open the chest. Lift the hips, drop the heels down. Inhale here. Exhale. One more round of breath. Elbows down, back is lifted. And look forward. Lift the back of your heart, make room, hollowing out the belly. Come forward to a fold. Flat back, lift up. And exhale, down. Inhale to stand. Exhale, hands into your heart. And then breathing, stretching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the hands. Maybe this time you jump back to chaturanga. Moving forward. Up dog. Downward dog. Inhale, stretch the right leg back. Look forward and step the right foot up and then come up into warrior one, breathing in. Exhale, warrior two. Stay low and strong on the right foot. Peaceful warrior. Then straighten the leg and come forward. Triangle pose. Deep breath in here. Exhale, take both hands down. Step back to the top of your plank. Go back to down dog or through another vinyasa. Continue to move forward. Keep breathing. Keep strong in the upper body. Left leg stretches back. Look forward. Inhale. Warrior one, back heels down. Warrior two, strong in the front foot. Deep breath in, peaceful warrior. Straighten the leg and come long through the body, triangle pose. Inhale, open up the top shoulder. Exhale, hands come down. Downward dog, maybe moving through a vinyasa, maybe not. Inhale. Exhale. Round back, look forward, come up onto the toes, maybe walk. Look up to the fold. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, fold. Standing up, breathing in. Returning the hands down into the heart. You're going to do a little bit of standing balancing. Taking your right leg up, maybe you can bring the foot onto the thigh or the calf. And then take the hands to the heart. Push into the hands to open up the chest. And then moving your right hand down to your knee, open your left arm up, and keep pushing down into your feet so you get taller and wider, longer on the inner thigh. Lift it from the backs of your ears. Staying wide in the legs, take your hands once again behind your back. Spread your fingers out and move them wide against your back, feeling that space open up. Extend the arms up, breathe in. And take the hands down into your heart. Lift up your right leg and cross it over your left. Soften the knees, come forward into a fold. This is going to get into your IT bend. Now if folding is a lot, you can take the fingertips to the shins. Maybe you find the floor. Your legs don't have to be straight. And you want to feel this on the outside of your left thigh. So you can maybe adjust the weight in the feet a little bit. I feel it a little bit more like pushing into the big toe edge. And then, definitely cram it into my neck there. Go ahead and relax your head. Another deep breath in. Exhale, put your feet back where they belong. And then inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, fold down, stand up, inhale. Hands come back down into the heart. Now stay really strong on the right leg as you bring the left leg up. Bring the foot up just as high as your body works into. And again, the calf is totally great. You want to be able to stand up and have some control over what you're doing with your body. Focusing on balance and space, lifting the back. So chest is open. Left knee hand keeps opening up the knee. Right arm opens up. Stretch out. Lift the backs of the ears. Don't stop pushing into the feet. Keep finding that lift from those places. Fingertips spread along the backs of the ribs. Extending the arms open. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. See if you can lift the left knee up to cross it over the right. Come into a fold. You can even walk the hands down the legs. Relax your head. Shift around a little bit. Move until you find the right space to stretch the outer edge of your right thigh, your IT. That might mean bent knees, it might mean moving forward or back. But keep breathing. Either place your feet on the correct side of each other, right on right, left on left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, foot down. All the way up. And let the hands rest apart. You can move like me. Step back to the front of your mat. Inhale to stretch long. Exhale, fold down. Breathe in, flat back. Move back to downward dog. You can take a vinyasa or skip it. That's always your option, your choice. Now come forward to the top of your plank. Step your right hand just a little bit further forward. And then move your feet over so that you're on the outer edge of your right foot. Notice I've got a long line in my arm. And extend the left arm up. Side. Inhale. Exhale. back to plank. Left hand moves forward a little bit in front of the shoulder. Pinky toe to the left foot, lift the hips, the arm. Breathe in. Exhale, both hands. Press back to downward dog. Deep breath in. Go ahead and lower your knees. Come back to child's pose for a moment. And go at your fingers if you've got a lot of pressure in the wrist from all of those vinyasas, all of that chaturanga. And then come up and forward into your plank. So we're going to work a little bit stronger in plank. Remember that there were a couple places that we already worked. So we had the top leg in front, and you could push down in that supporting front leg to lift up the hips. Little variation to side plank. There's full side plank. Or maybe from this place, you can lift the foot up. I bend into my supporting legs so that I have a little bit more strength there. We bring the foot up onto the inner thigh, like in tree pose, and slowly extend out. And deep breath in. And go ahead and move back into plank, down dog, or move through a vinyasa. And it neutralizes the back. And then come forward. Fine. Moving into side plank. Maybe the foot's forward to support you. Maybe you lift up onto the inner thigh. And then push out into both feet, out into both arms. Nice and lifted, lift the hips. Exhale, take both hands down. And vinyasa if you like. Down dog or child's pose, resting if you need to be there. Deep breath in. Exhale. Once again, moving into child's pose for just a couple of breaths. Breathing in wide rib cage. Softening on the exhale. Start to walk your hands back towards your body. Sit down, swing the legs out in front of you. I'm going to work a little bit of cow face or half cow face. So take one knee on top of the other, and then I'm bringing my right foot up and into the outside of my hip. And I'm going to try to get these thighs and the knees stacked as much as possible. So if this feels like a lot, you might wiggle your hips out a little bit. You can absolutely stay here. You might feel a lot on the outside of your right hip. If you want to go a little bit further, you could bend into both legs. It's totally up to you. This might leave you feeling kind of like this, like you want to go back to the other option. Also totally fine. You're going to start off lifting into a straight spine. So we're now active from the waist up. Try to relax from the waist down. Breathing this as deeply and as smoothly as you can. And you're going to take some twists. Take your left hand to your right knee. You're going to roll your right shoulder and ribs back as you twist and look over to the right side. Exhale and twist a little bit deeper. And then come back to the front and twist over to the other side. Try to keep your right hip down on the floor, which is difficult at times. Relax down in the shoulders. Come back to center. And then walk your fingertips forward just a little bit. Now, if this is your work, if this is the place you stay, great. If you have a little bit more space to move forward, you can. It took me a long time to make peace with this shape. A lot of releasing that I needed in the outsides of the hips. Weather's getting nicer. If you're a hiker or a walker, you're probably really going to need this and enjoy this. Walk your hands back up a little bit. Gently unwind the legs. And move to the other side. So you can start off with your right leg extended, bring the left leg in, kind of swoosh together. You might bring the other leg in. Notice I'm not sitting like on top of my heel. I've still got the knot towards the side. And for me, it feels better with my heels in closer to my hips. It's just where I enjoy the shape. I know a lot of people enjoy either being here, as in that takes them further, or if that's a better place for the rotation of their thighs. So Again, this is your practice and you need to adjust it so that the shapes really work for your body. We're going to start off by lifting up. Nice straight spine, open shoulders, soft shoulders, lifted ears. Don't try not to lift the hips up so much. I know, me too. There's a little bit of resistance that goes on with all that. And just this little voice that says, oh, don't do that. This is hard. Let's do the easy thing. Oh, this is good. Twist over towards the left. Right hand to the knee. Left hand supports. Lift up on a straight spine. Try not to go back, but lifting straight up in the air. You're rolling the left wrist back a little bit further as you exhale. And then take a twist to the other side. Both hips stay mostly even. Chest is open. Chin turns over a little bit more. And then come back to center. Move a little bit further into the hold. With every exhale, try to relax your hips just a little bit more. Tiny little bits. Keep your breath going. Maybe even lifting up a little bit more from the backs of the ears. Come on the legs. In front of you. And come down to lean down on your back. Feet plant. I'm going to walk the shoulders in. Push into the feet and lift your hips up into bridge pose. Now use again those fingers. See if you can spread the back out and maybe get a little bit more lift from there. You're welcome to take the bind of your hands underneath your back. One more inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll your knees over to the right. Let your left thigh soften out and use your fingertips to roll the left ribs over, relaxing the shoulder down. And take your knees back up and over to the other side. And relax the outside of the right hip. Softly release the right ribs to the floor, extend out the arm, maybe look over at it. Soften your exhales. And take your knees back up in your chest. Go ahead and extend your legs out. And relax into your Shavasana. And then move your body and steadiness of your breath. Feel free to stay here just as long as you like. Do your best to take a good 5 minutes at the end of your practice to reflect and recharge. Take the opportunity to take a time out from your life. I want to thank you for coming and exploring these movements, for taking the opportunity to just get into the body, to explore some shapes and some flow. Thank you for bringing your breath, bringing your good intentions. Namaste.